Welcome to Ignored.Logistics. We're back out here with the JDM Spitfire project, and today's goal is to patch up some of the holes that we had to cut into the frame to get this bad boy in here, and to see if we can start getting a plan in place to set up some engine mounts. If all goes well, we may actually be able to get some of that stuff started on fabrication today. As you can see, I've actually got the jack holding up the engine so that I can rotate this transmission section out of the way. Today's goal is to see what we can do about this hole we had to cut into the tube part of the frame. The current thought is to weld some angle iron in here so that we've still got a nice shelf for this transmission to sit on. Now that I have my angle iron cut more or less to shape, I've got a magnet here that I'm holding it with. Thankfully, I'm not trying to make this a structural piece so much as I'm trying to seal it up, give it some rigidity, and keep the moisture out of the frame. I don't have any visibility. So now that I have this support in place, I'm gonna go ahead and cover all these crappy welds that I've made with some seam sealer, and what that'll do is that'll fix and seal up any holes that I wasn't able to get with my impressive weld job here. Now that we have our little transmission cubby sealed up again, we're gonna go ahead and move this transmission back in here, and then we're gonna take our original motor mounts and put them back on the engine so that we can see kind of where we need to rough out engine mounts for this project. This little beater car, man. I think I've got $600 in it, just fixing crap that was wrong with it. And I mean, that's all I have in this car. And it gets like 31 miles to the gallon. Oh my God.
I think they just planed a tree.
Dude, I've never seen a 2x4 that jack. You could build a boat out of that thing. The boat would turn right, but you could build one. So now that we've got plans for the engine mounts, we've come out here to the forge where we've got a bit better tools to do some of the fabricating that we need to do. Seeing as we forgot the angle iron at my place, we're actually going to use some of the steel that we've got to make some angle iron.
Originally, when I built my forge, I made a metal choke, but it didn't really work that well with my burner. And then I think I stepped on one of my cutting discs for my grinder, and I've been using it for the past 4 years. No joke.
That's great. I love it. Well, that is putting off some heat.
Oh yeah.
Can't imagine why. Woo! Explain to me what it is you're looking at and what you're doing here.
So since we accidentally left our angle iron at a different location, we just took some 4" by about 3/16 flat bar and made our own angle iron. Now we're gonna chop it at approximately 1.5 inches because that was the dimension we were working with.
Okay, and what is this you're marking it with?
This is soapstone. Basically, it's just a really soft white stone that when you press it against metal, it breaks down and leaves residue on the surface.
Okay.
But it's easily wiped away.
So it's like really lazy chalk.
Exactly.
Okay, we have our 4 angle iron brackets made. Next, we're going to be making a couple of plates to go directly on the engine mounts. These will be what we make our custom brackets to align to. So right now, we've got the center point, and he's currently figuring out where we're going to put the notches in it so that it stays stable on the engine mount.